welcome to back my channel. Today we'll study Dinacharya part 2, that is Anjana Vidhi Karmaha. And what is Anjana? Anjana means Kajal. Kajal, everyone knows about the Kajal, mostly girls will be knowing. Next, there will be mainly two types of Anjana here. That is, first one is Savir Anjana, second one is Rasanjana. Means how many types of Anjana are there? Two types, that is Saviranjana, Rasanjana. Shloka goes like this: Saviranjanam Nityam Hitam Kshate Bhajetaham. Saviranjanam Nityam Hitam Akshaste Bhajetha Chakshu Tejomayam Tasya Visheshatah Shleshmatehe Bhayam Yojayat सप्तरात्रो योजयेत् सप्तरात्रो अस्मात् श्रवणार्थं रसांजनम. If you get difficulty in splitting this last third line, you can observe here. योजयेत् सप्तरात्रो अस्मात् श्रवणार्थ रसांजनम. Okay, in the each word meaning I'll explain. Saviranjanam, it is the one type of the Savir, means Anjana Vidhi. Nityam Hitam Akshanis Tatam. Saviranjana should be applied daily. Hitam means daily. Nityam means daily. Hitam Akshaste Bhajetam means it is good for applying for eyes for daily uses. Saviranjanam is good. Next, what is the use of this applying Anjana? That is Chakshu Tejomayam. Chakshu is, as we know, that Agni Mahabhuta is predominant. Tasya Visheshata Shleshmate Bhayam means Shleshma means Kapha Vikaraja Vadi. What all are the Kapha Vikaraja Vadi will be present? No, those all could be removed by the Anjana. Means Anjana is one of the treatment for Kapha Dosha Vikaraha. Next, third line, Yojayet Saptaratro Asmat Shravanartham Rasanjanam means Rasanjana. Two types of Anjana Vidhi are there. No, first one is Saviranjana, which should be applied Nityam daily. Rasanjana, that is, should be applied for Saptaratri, that is, means only after 7 days. After 7 days it should be applied. For detailed explanation they will be given here. See, on the other variety, Rasanjan should be applied once in a week. Drain out kapha secretion from the eyes. Next we'll see about the Ravana, Ghandusha, Dhuma, Tambula. These are mostly not asked in the exams, so not so useful. Just you can read about this explanation. What they have after Kolarim means after application of the Anjana, one should do Navana Nasya, and for this purpose milk, herbal decoction, herbal oils are used. For Nasya Vidhi, what all are used like milk, herbal decoction, oil. Next one is Gandusha. Gandusha means gargling with warm water, milk, herbal decoction or herbal oil. Oil should be done. Means Gandusha, you can understand gargling, what you will call, no, that is gargling. Next, Dhuma, inhalation, medicated smoke from herbs and species should be done. Then Tambula Sevana means ele adike. I don't know what we'll say in other language, but usually in Kannada we say the ele adike, betel leaves. This thambula, after having some lunch they'll provide. No, that is only known as the thambula. This detailed explanation of the Dhumapana is given in the Charaka Samhita, which is very important. Mainly they'll ask for 10 marks in the Charaka Samhita, not here. Next one is Thambula. This is also not important, just for the purpose of the MCQs they'll ask, not for the detailed explanation. will go what for Tambula, what it is help, it is helpful for the treatment of the Pitta Prakun. You know, Tambula Nishedhi, the contraindications of the Tambula means the one who should not consume Tambula. They have given the details about the one who should not Tambula. Those are the Kshuta means injured person should not consume. Next, Pittastra means bleeding disorder should not consume. Ruksha, dryness person. Ukta Pitta, eye disorders person should not consume the Tambula. Visha, Murcha, Mardata, Shoshi. These all are the persons should not consume the Tambula. Now we'll move on to the second, that is Abhyanga Videte. That will be mostly asked for the 5 marks. 5 marks, this is important. Now we'll move on to the shloka, that is Abhyanga Macharya Nityam Sa Jara Shrama Vataha Drushti Prasadaha Pushtya Swapna Sutva Kratva Dhadyarya Kruta Shira Shravana Padeshu Tam Visheshena Shilayet वर्चे अभ्यंग कफग्रहस्थ कृत संशुद्ध जीर्णिभिः. If you are facing difficulties in splitting the shloka lines, then you can understand from this box, which is they have given clearly splitting of words. See, varcha abhyanga, varcho abhyanga, samshuddhi ajirnivi, samshuddhya jirnivi. The and a together they forms here dhya. Such minute will not be getting understood now in the first year, so you can understood through this box. Now I'll move on to the meaning of the shloka. This box explains about the first 2 lines of the shloka meaning. What does the first 2 lines of the shloka explains? That mainly explains about the what are the uses of the doing abhyanga, means body massage on daily. If you do the body massage daily, what are those uses? See, achare nityam means benefits of doing abhyanga regularly. First one use is Jara Shrama Vataha. Jara means aging. Bhala, Ruddha, Yova will be there. No, that is Jara, aging process. Shrama means tiredness. Vata means Vata. So Jara Shrama Vata means delay of the aging. Once will get old age, relieves tiredness, will relieve from the tired and relieve excessive vata. Vata is mainly responsible for the chesta movement. So for the water disorders, they mainly recommend the water abhyanga to reduce the water disorders. They mainly recommend the abhyanga. Second one is drushti prasadaha means improves skin vision. Third one pushtya vayi nourishes the body tissue, prolong aging. Pushti swapna means induces good sleep. If we do more abhyanga, then we'll be having nice sleep. Sutpukam improves skin color, complexion. Dhadya growth improves muscle tone. In olden days, will be observed, no, many will be putting the oil on their body and they will be massaging like anything. So that is known as a dhadya growth, improves muscle tone. They will be having very nice muscles. Second one is Visheshana Shilayat Abhyanga, at least do. If you are not able to do the abhyanga towards the whole body, then at least Acharya has recommended to do to these parts for the abhyanga. What are those parts? First one is Shira, Shravana, Padeshu means Shira, head. These are the mainly 3 parts to recommend, that is ears, head and soul. Shravana means ears, head, Shira, souls means pada, foot. These are the 3 main regions. If you do the abhyanga only for these 3 parts also is well benefit than compared of doing the whole body. Next one, Varcheya Abhyanga, contraindications means the one who should not do the abhyanga. Those are the kapha grahastha. When the body is kapha vikara means when there is an increase in the kapha in the body, kruta samshuddhi. During indigestion means ajirna Vyakti should not do abhyanga. Next, ajirnibi in the midset of the shodhana means panchakarma, they are there, no, vamana, virechana. In those times also they should not do the ajirna. Those persons or vyadi or patients should not also do the abhyanga. If you are facing very much difficulties in understanding the shlokas or remembering the shlokas, I highly recommend it to at least learn these words and write the headings like contraindications of the abhyanga, then write kafagrahastha person, kruta samshuddhi person, ajirnibi person. Next, if you do these kinds, like this also, examiner will give the marks. Next one is the vyayama. This at least most important, more than abhyanga. It is most important, because see, I have written already for 5 marks here. They'll definitely will be going to ask this for the 5 marks question. Okay, we'll move on. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 shlokas here. At least try to write 2 shlokas for 5 marks, which is important. If not, as I said, at least remember the Sanskrit word. Okay, we'll move on to the shloka. Lagavam karma samarthyam deeptho agni medasah kshayah विभक्त घनघात्रवं व्यायामधाय उपचायते वातपित्त आमहि बाले रुद्धो अजीर्ण च तं त्यजेतः अर्धशक्तस्य निषेधस्तु बलिभिः स्निग्धभोजिभिः शीतकाले वसन्ते च मन्दमेवो ततो अन्यदः तं कृत्वा अनुसुकं देहमध्ये एच्छ समन्तता तृष्ण क्षय प्रथमको रक्तपित्तं श्रमंक क्लमः अतिव्यायामतः कासे ज्वराश्छद्रिश्च जायते. Don't get panic. This much big shloka, how can I remember? Don't worry. Just split the shlokas into 4 and learn one by one. It will be very useful. See, I'll have written beside this. First 2 lines explained about the physical exercise, means how we have to do and what are the indications and what are the benefits. First 2 line indicates the benefit. This third line indicates the contraindications, means the one who should not do the vyayama. Next, third, fourth, fifth line indicates the vyayama matra, means how much one who have to perform vyayama, means ati vyayama, hina vyayama. If you have more capacity doing more exercise, that is not good. So Acharya will explain only limited amount we have to do the vyayama. Next, third, these 2 line explains about the ati vyayama lakshana, means if we do over exercise, then what are the roga or vadi can occur. This will be occurs. See, if you write these shloka, last shloka, just like words trishna, kshaya, pratamako, raktapittam, it will be okay. Okay, leave this shloka, mugita. No, then only will be 1, 2, 3. Only 3 lines will be there. Among this, at least 2 also if you read, that is well enough. Okay, now we'll move on to the meaning of this shloka. What is first one line is benefits of doing the yoga. First 2 line, lagavam means light of the body weight, karma samarthyam increase in the work or eligibility, means more productivity, deepto agni increase the digestion capacity, agni will be increased, medasa kshaya means fat will be reduced. This all we can understand. Just for thinking doing vyayama, what are benefits, first will be understand, first thought will hit our mind, will our body fat will reduce. So what is that? Meda fat, kshaya means decrease, medasa kshaya. After that, all vibhakta ghana means well body, means six pack or good muscle tone will be there. No, so vibhakta means well stiffed, ghana ghatravam, from these split these words you can write like this, vibhakta ghana ghatravam. These 2 points are here understood. Next one is lagvam. Automatically, if the fat is reduced, then the one who is heavy, obese person will become lean and lightness in their body. So that is called as a lagvam. If they are become light, they can run and they can do activities very fast here to there. That is karma samartham. So their activity will be increased. Dipto agni means the digestion power will be increased. These are the benefits of the vyayama. Next ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ವ್ಯಾಯಾಮ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದ ಒನ್ ಹೂ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡೂ ದಿ ವ್ಯಾಯಾಮ ದೋಸ್ ಆರ್ ವಾತ ಪಿತ್ತ ಆಮಯಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾತವ್ಯಾಧಿ ವಿಕಾರ patients, pitta vyadhi vikara patients should not be recommended the vyayama. See, in Abhyanga we learned that the Kafagrahastha should not do the vyayama. For vyayama, Kafagrahastha patient should not do Abhyanga. For vyayama, left to Vata and Pitta patient should not do the vyayama. Next, Bala means child should not do. Next, Ruddha, old age person should not do the Vyayama. Next, Ajirna indicated persons also should not do Vyayama. See, Ajirna is also mentioned in the Abhyanga also and in Vyayama also. If they ask for MCQs, just write of this. Which of among them will be contraindications for both Vyayama also and Abhyanga also, means just go on to the directly Ajirna. Contraindications 3, Vatapitamayi, Balo, Ruddho, Ajirna. Next, indications means how much should we do the Vyayama, means as I said Matra, how much should do that. Ardha Shaktasya, exercise should be done till one's half of his strength, means if your strength is 100%, then you have to do only 50%. We should not do the exercise till our 100% strength goes on decreasing. So just half of our bala. Next, bali be with good physical strength, means who has good physical strength, no, only those should do the exercise. Snidda bhojibi means one has to consume snidda food, means kshira, nuts and protein content should be high, so such should be done, such foods should be consumed. Sheetakale means full strength in cold season, means Hemanta and Shishira. This is important. Hemanta and Shishira Rutucharya, we have to perform the Vyayama. Vasantehe, Hemanta, Shishire, Vasantehe. In these three seasons, one has to perform the Vyayama. Mandameva Tata Anyataha means other seasons we have to do only little exercise, means Grishma in summer we should not do exercise, and in Varsha Rutuchara in rainy season also one should not do exercise. Should not do means completely stopping, not that way I'm saying. We should do, but in the less manner I'm saying. So what are the three seasons they are recommended for the Vyayama? Hemanta, Vasanta, Hemanta, Vasanta and Shishiraham. These three. Next, Mandameva Thato Anyataha. Next, post Vyayama instruction. Anusukam, gentle massage, means after Vyayama one has to massage their body gently. Samantataha means hold the body. See, through to remember this line, I have taken example of Samantha, actor, South actor, however you know. Samantataha means Samantaha. Anusukam, she is happy. She is happy because most of her Insta feeds are always with this body exercise, gym training, no. So post Vyayama indications, Anusukam Samantataha. Next line, hazardous of over exercise. This you can write as the Ati Vyayama Lakshanaham. What you can say? Ati Vyayama Lakshanaha. What are those? Trushna, overfill, thirst, Kshaya, they'll become fully lean. Prathamakam, severe dystonia means painful in breathing disorders occur. Rakta Pitta, bleeding problem. Shramaham means tiredness. Klamaha, mental tiredness. Shramaha means physical tiredness. Klamaha means mental tiredness. Kasa, Jwara, Shraddhi means cough, fear, vomiting. If you write this much all for 5 marks, almost you'll get 4 marks definitely. Just remember the shloka. If you are facing difficulties in remembering shloka, 2 or 3 4 times, just by heart these words, you'll understand. Just don't go on by hating the words, you'll face difficulties. Understand each and every meaning, you'll be you'll be very clear with the concept. So you can write after 1.5 year also, you can write for this university exam. This will be among our first term only. If you write yeah, okay, you'll by heart the sloka for first internal exam, you'll write it. What you'll again you'll forget for the 1.5 year for your university exam. So I recommend you to just learn through the meaning, it will be very useful for you. Next, we all move on to the Udvartana. Udvartana means detailed rub body surface by medical powder. See, Abhyanga Udvartana. Both are same. For Abhyanga, will use oil, means oil substance. But in Udvartanam, will use medicated powder surface will be there. No, for that it will be used. This will be not asked for 5 marks, just for MCQ's purpose. What is that? Udvartanam kapaharam medasah pravilayanam sthirikaranam anganam tvak prasadakaram. Second line is sthirikaranam anganam means well stiffness in the body will be produced due to the Udvartana. Tvak prasadakaram param means lustrous of the skin will be produced. Next, Udvartana Kapahara Medasa. It will be helpful in the reducing of the Kapaha and Medaha. Next, Pravil Ayanan mobilize Kapha means burn of the Kapha, like that. What is that? Udvartanam is using powder for massage. It helps calm down the aggravated kapha, helps to burn fat. Udvartana also brings the stability to body organs, improve the strength, skin color and complexion. Okay, this much is video already. It's almost 15 minutes, so I'll end off this video. And in the next video, I'll talk about this sthana. So this much will be. If you finish about sthana, this Dinacharya chapter will be finished. If you like this my video and my efforts, please like, share and subscribe. Share to your friends. I know how it's difficult to read Sanskrit shlokas and understood, and which topic